What's up, everybody? This is Colin Dijs, and I'm here today with Russ Macfarlane. We're going to create some native advertising ads for ClickBank products. Let me start the screen share, look at what we have today. And we have an Asian Japanese tonic that melts 45 pounds of fat literally overnight. Well, ooh, what so exciting. So basically the video sales letter goes on to promote. I think this is Okinawa flat belly.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so it's extremely dramatic. I haven't watched this ever, but if I click here, do we go to YouTube or not? Because it's extremely loud. Let me mute this and then play it. Just to see subtitles anyway. Her son was sinking, splashing his arms. Oh my God. We just want to get an idea. Okay, so she's fat and it took her too long and her kids were almost drowning. Okay, that's basically the hook they want to take. So I assume we would take the classic before and after. Russ, does that make sense?
Yeah, before and after all works well.
Yeah, and this is like 40 to 50 years old, Caucasian female, right? That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, looking at very heavy also.
Caucasian female. Let me just try this keyword. See where we start. Well, let's make 3 proper images. Okay, so this basically Caucasian, putting in the title, giving it official term, only gets you stock images, right? If you would say white female, then I think it would be less. Okay, if you just do female, before and after. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, this is a lot better, right? So basically, I'm looking for a 2-part image. Could do a 3-part image if specifically required to get the MGID required teaser size 1200 by 800. But I wouldn't necessarily go 4 because usually it takes away from the image strength, right? So we're looking for consistent backgrounds. So something like this does really look really nice, but the background is just too inconsistent. However, the blue really pops here, right? And these two are with the same background. There's a clear divider bar here, so somebody added this. I'm going to save it. We probably will not be using it, but I'm going to save it anyway. And then obviously the recommended images here are full of good stuff. I've seen this one a lot, but it's a little too low quality. Do you see this?
Yeah, it's quite blurry, quite pixelated. Once we pull that up to the right dimensions, I think that one would
blur out.
Yeah.
So we will follow the 5 rules to a good creative: no blurriness, HD, good contrast, adjust the brightness if needed, to basically get the right image quality that we look for. And the difference between a proper image quality is basically going to make or break your campaign. So if the initial start of your campaign is not strong because you have low quality images, and therefore you get, let's say, 1/3 of the clicks that other people or other affiliates are getting when promoting these ClickBank offers using native advertising, then of course you're setting yourself up for huge failure. Anything with like extremely loose skin will probably not make it past compliance because it's not aesthetically pleasing. Right, so you can already tell from this keyword we're in the right direction, but it's not exactly what we're looking for, right? So we can do no workout before and after. Let's see what we get. Okay, so now because you bring workout into the equation, you see you got a lot of men as well. Obviously, we removed the females there. Ross, what is the rule of using men in creatives?
Ideally, don't use men in creatives because when native advertising, we have no demographic targeting. So what we're doing is a broad audience, and men and women are going to be looking at these sites. Now, when men see an image of men, it doesn't appeal to them. But when they see an image of a woman, it appeals to them. Now, on the other hand, when women see an image of a woman, that appeals to them. And also when women see an image of men, it appeals to them. So by using men, you're kind of cutting out potentially a lot of traffic.
25% of the traffic, right?
Yeah.
And that's not what we want. We
No.
want it all.
we definitely want it all.
We want all the traffic.
More
Okay.
traffic, more profits.
Potentially, that's the idea. You get a lot of
Yeah.
workout before and afters as well. That's definitely not what we want. So the problem what these women have is they want something which is unrealistic. They don't want to diet. They don't want to go to the gym, and they still want to lose weight. So anything in sports gear or anything like this, anything extreme like this, I don't know what the fuck this even is, but that's not ideal, right? The small discrepancy between these two is also useless, right? We need drastic weight loss. If this headline on this page is going to say 54 pounds of fat, then this doesn't look more than 5 pounds of fat, right? So in that scenario, these things have to align. Yes, but Colin, I've been searching hours for good images. Well, the Nutra vertical has a lot of relative competition. So it might be like that you would have to search longer to get the ideal images you want. And that's fine, you know? You can just keep clicking on these icons till you get some good images. Then once you've found the images, they still need to be able to get to the right dimensions as well. So you see a lot of gym before and after. So we're heading in the wrong direction. So we say mom trends before and after. So we're going to dial in on the moms. I think that would be a better audience group, and I think it is. So this is an interesting one, but it's not aggressive enough. This one is really cool, but it's not the right dimensions, and it's in black and white, which we don't want. This one is nice, but again, it's not the right dimensions. It's not severe enough weight loss. We can see she's become skinnier, but this is still deemed to be an ugly physique. Although she is not super pretty herself, we need to make it look aesthetic. The backgrounds are not the same. It's just simply not as strong. Something like this, although she's shredded and pregnant at the same time, she has the same background the entire time, the same pose the entire time, the same haircut similar, the same phone, the tattoos. It just works. Only in this example, it doesn't work because we're not promoting pregnancy, we're promoting weight loss. And she's already, look at this, she's fucking shredded. Good for her. Good for her.
100%.
She's, you wouldn't be doing her, she would be doing you probably. All the females in the comments, Colin, what's it called? It's like machinistic. Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, cry.
Yeah,
it's just a joke. Chill the fuck out, you snowflake. I would like something like this, quite as simple. It's not the right dimensions, right? So again, look at all these. They're all squared images. Something like this, people will pick something like this, but it's still, it won't be correct because we have 3, you'll crop it, it will just not fit properly. Ooh, I like this one. I think I can cut her on her knees. The weight loss is not as significant, but let me just give you an example because now we're heading into the right directions. We have to crop them anyway, right? So the cropping will be important. Okay, so I definitely want her face to be on there. No, it's not gonna work. What can I do? So on MGID, the rule is you cannot put black borders at the side to make it fit, which is kind of annoying because that would help us here. So let me see. Okay. So in this example, because the images are so close together, the backgrounds blend, you would need to use like an arrow example here. So definitely a suitable image, definitely not my favorite. So let me just type in arrow. That's why we use Canva. You get all these free tools, which are great. Is there not the fucking normal straight arrow? To cut it probably, yeah. I'll just do spiky red. Too big. And remember, on the ad, it will look quite small, so it has to be big, but not too big. The reason we're not putting it here because there's a lot of elements here and color change. You see?
Yeah. Just
the
taking
reason you
away
put
the.
it here is it's white on gray. It's just a lot more visible then putting it down there. Just align it properly, and there you have one image. Simple, no? Simple and difficult at the same time because you got to look for the right image. All right. Remember in the beginning where I said we ideally would have a Caucasian female. Why? Because in the video they play a Caucasian female. So it would make more sense on the ad to have a Caucasian email and this person being probably a little Asian, right? Or a lot Asian in this example.
Yeah.
So what happens is, and that's just a fact all over the world, is that people are more inclined to correlate or behave towards the same audience behavior patterns as their own ethnicity, right? Which makes sense. If you would promote a black person in, let's say, Ukraine, it's a lot less attractive than a Caucasian female, right? If you would portray a Chinese person in Africa in ads, the audience mismatch is just there because there's a large percentage of people who are not familiar with that audience or have no direct correlation with it.
Yeah, no relatability.
Yeah, exactly. That was a good one. You can even see it on the ad itself. So this is a two, but her face is cut off. And I would prefer to have faces in it. Such a picture like this is taking away a lot of emotion because the faces are removed, right? And the face usually goes from, well, I would say relatively unhappy to very happy with their transformation. All these transformations, however, are not as significant, right? We don't have like a real fucking fat fuck going to, let's say, skinny, you know, which is like, these are cool, but these are not the breakthrough ads. So we have to probably go into the obesity route, you know? Where we basically, yeah, that's what you want. You want the extreme over exaggeration of, so the problem with this is this looks fake.
Yeah,
right?
true.
The background. This is too similar, so this would be better a 2-part image. You can see people put even 4 parts up. This is a 3-part image, but this one doesn't go in the normal chronological order from fat, less fat, skinny, right? This one is fat, less fat, skinny, right? Which makes no sense.
Hard to tell if that'd be the same girl also, like if
Right.
just on a scroll or a glance for the user.
Because we look left to right. When this one is good, I like this one. This one looks interesting. See? So now we are in the right area, I think.
Yeah.
That one would be good. This one would be good. Just got to crop them properly. The reason, because it's both the bad, the lighting is good, it's the same shirt, and this is like a clear example of how fat she used to be. The loose skin on her belly, which is not aesthetically pleasing, is not a problem here necessarily because you can barely see it. The ad creative will be so small that you will not be able to realize that. Yeah, this one is perfect. Watch this. You can already tell. See, it's almost the same dimensions. Put it down a little bit. It's a shame she's not looking into the camera, but this is perfect as is, right? You don't really have to do anything with this. Clear background, clear background. You can see it's the same person based on the hair and the body figure, clear weight loss. Simple.
She's done well, fair play.
Definitely. This one is going to format less good. No, it's not going to format well. So you need some advanced Photoshop skills to get this one in. This one, I would say on the right-hand side, it's just a little bit lower quality. You can still run it. I wouldn't expect it to go that well. I personally wouldn't run it. Just because I think the dimensions could be a little better. That's what I'm saying, you know, if you have to make 100 creatives, 200 creatives, you're just going to grab that one and run it, right? But in a scenario where you are picky because you're only going to make 3 to 5 creatives, at least select the right ones. Take your time to do this properly. And this is like one of the most competitive angles that you can think of, which is the before and after, right? Literally, it always works. And the reason why it always works is also the reason why there's such an insane amount of competition on this specific angle. Which is a good thing and a bad thing because you just need to find images that have not been shown that much before. If you find the images off the first page, off the main keyword, let's say before and after, fitness or anything like that, your images will be shown, let's say 100 times, if not 1,000 times already. So she's too lean, right? So you can see some ab action going on there. She has some sports tape, and we don't want to give the indication that you'll be fit, and people say, oh, it's manly, blah, blah, blah. Also important to note that specifically. I think there must be one more good one here somewhere. I like this one, but I'm not a fan of the 3-part image. I never really see them outperform the 2-part image. It's just that the 2-part image is, look, this one is cool, but we have this brand new me inside the thing. But this must be from YouTube, yeah. This is like a YouTube transformation, and the thing is, a YouTube thumbnail is almost the perfect dimensions, you see? So it says like brand new me. This would be great if the fucking brand new me was gone. But it's not, unfortunately. How about this one? She looked like fucking 5 years older all of a sudden in 14 weeks. She could be 10 and everything. Damn, this is sick. That's some straight up beast mode transformation. But again, we're heading into the wrong direction. We need to stay on the non-fitness obesity path. Any other keywords we might try?
For me, yeah, I mean, anytime I've run a before and after, what I would kind of do is I would use local, like I'm from the UK, as you can probably tell. But we've got weight loss programs here, which when I type in those keywords, I
like
get
what?
like
P90X before and after.
No, that's more like workout. So I'll do like things like Slim Fast, Juice Plus. I'll use keywords.
Don't give all your secrets, mate. Don't give all your secrets.
It's okay, man, because I know 99. Yeah, now keep scrolling. Yeah, keep going. I'll use.
Oh, this one. She's just like putting her back into it. That's it.
Oh, if her face was there, that maybe a bit better.
It's literally no difference. Just stand a little bit close to the camera.
Yeah, true.
2 men on YouTube hating on women's progress with Slim Fast.
Try transformation. Switch it out with 2 from before and after transformation.
This would be perfect, but as a man, this is like literally perfect, but it looks like a professional shoe as well. And I would prefer to keep it not professional. So keep it, let's say, an amateur before and after. That would be ideal. These ones, like, I don't, the activeness is ruining it. Because the people, they don't want to be active, you know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
They just want to be lazy, which is okay, because they buy that shit.
Instant gratification.
Yeah, I don't think this is the right direction to drill down for at least this audience. And I mean, of course, I know the keywords by heart to use, but we're not going to use those because you need to explore for yourself, at least to the extent where you're like a couple good hours. And usually once you hit one, you hit, let's say, a huge amount of good images, which like these style images are also good, but she's too black in this example, right? I think something like this could work. Not specifically because I just like the image, but she just like, she looks old here. She has something like spark. I like this one. I'm gonna save this one. But look, this one is also good, but the quality is just so bad. No, it will, like, look how small it is. It will just be shit. What the fuck is this?
Too much scan, man.
Hella plastic surgery, man.
Yeah.
Look at this. That's crazy. She looks like this. This one is nice as well, but she's wearing sporty outfits, but I'll give it a shot. Again, with the 3-part images. They are a true curse. Yeah, this one is my favorite. Yes, perfect. It's perfect. I nominate this one to be my favorite. Doesn't need anything. The image just speaks for itself. Chubby, square figure, eating this, fake titties, sparkling, with a tan, all good. That one's my favorite. Together with this one is really nice. And then, so we have 3 images already. Maybe this one will do. It's a little bright. And the arrow is a little random now, but it would be cut off. So then you would have to do the 2 of them. And then it's a little bit too bright, it becomes pixelated on the left side, like it's an old picture.
Yeah.
This one's not suitable. But we got you to 3. 1, 2. I also like this one, but I just don't like the 3-step. 3. Right? So these are your 3 images on the specific Nutra before and after. One of the most sought after affiliate campaigns. ClickBank is booming, obviously, with all the ClickBank Nutra products that they have and how they are being promoted, being the before and after is the most often working angle for the longest time. However, fortunately for you, on my channel, you will find a lot more creative examples, and next time we'll do something completely different. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them down in the comments below. Ross, thank you for being here once more. Everybody watching, thank you. Give it a thumbs up if you appreciate this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.